You already know it is Read the Comments. So I'm scrolling these internet streets, ran into this video, watched the video. I watched all of it already. But I think you need to watch the video with me. And then we're going to hop in the comments because it is Read the Comments. But let's go.
But no, what you say?
So what am I supposed to do if my nigga keep cheating on me?
Is he a good nigga?
Yeah, but the nigga keep cheating.
Do he handle responsibilities? He pay bills? He go to work?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You not? Is you going without anything?
Nah, I ain't going without nothing. Nah.
Are you missing anything? Is your child missing anything?
So where are we getting at with this?
I'm just trying to figure out. You got to make a decision. He might cheat. All right. If he is cheating, do it come back home? Is niggas girls DMing you, knocking on your door, coming to your job, like, or are you going through his phone, or are you going through shit to see that he cheat?
It's either going through the phone or social media.
But nobody never directly came to you
and said, nah.
And said, but then you gotta chalk that up.
What do you mean chalk it up?
You gotta chalk that up, bro. Let that man cheat in peace, bro.
Wait, what?
Bro, you're gonna have to deal with something. You got niggas that's abusive. They got alcohol problem. They pop pills. They don't got jobs. It's a lot of different things. Which one are you willing to do? And then you got niggas that's gonna cheat. Which one are you willing to do? Because you're not gonna find a nigga that don't do none of this. So which one you willing to do with? But no, what you say?
So what am I supposed to do?
Okay. You see, the thing is, having fathers like this, siblings like this, relatives, just neighbors, this is just the behavior that the men in your community is showing, will have your mind a little jaded towards relationships and towards people. Because you're trained from a child that everybody have flawed character, no integrity, no principle, no morals, that doing wrong things is right. You know what I mean? I remember there was a point where there was some conversation about somebody finding an envelope with money. And everybody that I was around at that moment was like, oh, they dumb for turning the money in. And I'm trying to figure out, how is the person dumb for returning what's not theirs? I remember they were doing the scam where the influencers had you guys going to buy Bitcoin. They were creating their own coin and they were finding out that it's a scam. And I remember having a conversation with a person and I'm like, I would never do that. Because why would you steal from the people that are supporting you? Why are you being greedy? You have a platform. You're not dead broke. You're not on your face. But the love of money puts people in predicaments where their character is non-existent and their integrity can't show up because they don't have one. As it pertains to this, I know a lot of women that will tell you that all men cheat. I will tell you that a lot of men cheat, but not all. And being around situations like this where men observe their mothers living a type of lifestyle and observe their aunts and their sisters doing, hot girl summer and all that. Spend that. What? Spend that. Yeah. And then he now believes, based on the way his sisters move, his mother move, his aunts move, that all women do stuff like this. And so now therefore they're out here jaded. Attempting to date. I go by the policy, all men don't cheat. I don't cheat, and I'm not settling for it. And none of the things that he listed out, no job, nigga, please. Put hands, feet, knees, and teeth, nigga, please. Okay, my name ain't Anime. Okay, my name ain't Celine either. Okay, all right. So he said, put hands, feet, knees, and teeth on you. Ain't got no job, not paying no bill. I mean, why do I have to choose between these struggles? I'm not choosing none of them struggles. You're gonna deal with your trauma, go to therapy, whatever you need to do your shadow work. But you're gonna deal with your trauma, and you're gonna learn how to have discipline, sexual discipline, mental discipline, all the disciplines, and intelligence, emotional intelligence. Listen, that's what we're gonna do. Being alone is not the worst thing, guys. Because the more you be by yourself, is the more peace you find. It's so peaceful. So to go in a relationship where he's... Do you know that there's STDs, there's STIs, there's STDs that's not curable. It's manageable, but it's not curable. I don't want any of that. And if my partner is cheating, that means he's opening me up to that. I'm not into that. It also means that you're deceptive, you're disrespectful, you are disloyal, all of that. I can't be around you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to date you. I don't want to be with you. I'm going to find you very unattractive. Super unattractive. So I'm going to tell you not to listen to my mans right here. However, if you're in a community with men like this, then this is all you have to deal with. I was raised in this type of community. I'm just telling you. Had to leave it alone. If you're in a community with men like this, then this is all you have. This is all you have. But this is not your only option. Now, you can't be from the P's, right? You can't be from the ghetto. Be around these ninjas where it's ghetto. You know what I mean? Like, you on that. And then get out of it, go to suburbia and still be on that ghetto-ish. Somebody that's really from suburbia, the type of guy that you're saying that you want, that don't cheat, it doesn't use you, he doesn't, he has a job, he actually has a great job, he's very kind, he's a protector and a provider, you don't pay not a one bill, all of these things, then you're going to have to work on yourself to qualify for that person. Because now he's not putting up with none of the things you're coming with. But guys like him is not the only men out here. And there are a lot of men that don't cheat. A lot. It ain't the majority, but there's a lot. You can find one. And this is what I'm talking about vetting also. Men like him are very, very, very mostly upfront. Their behavior tells you what they're bringing to the table. And if you really talk to them and really spend time talking, you find out he's not going to be faithful. And you could have just saved yourself the whole heartache. Anyways. And then, can you imagine his son trying to impress him so he has to have 50 girls? Can you imagine his daughter coming to him crying, Daddy, A, B, C, D, F, G, and, he going to tell her to, be a strong black woman. So, anyways, let's hop in these comment section because it is read the comments. So let's go read the comments. So it says, I don't care if he is your brother. Don't ask a cheater what to do with another cheater. And if you are asking, you also know your own answer. Exactly. Somebody say, exactly. This is what I got from the brother. Somebody say, y'all females missing the point. There is no perfect man, just like there is no perfect female. Pick what you're going to tolerate. None of them miss a man. You know what I'm saying? None of them. Being single is not the worst thing, I'm telling you. Not the worst thing. You're going to fight. Actually, the longer you're single, you start finding yourself not wanting to date. Because you don't want to lose the peace that you have. This level of peace and comfortability that you have created for yourself. So you don't want to go back in the dating world. So I'm going to tell y'all, the women that are okay with themselves, they've done the shadow work, they know who they are, they know what they want, they know what they're valued at. They're not going, this right here it don't faze them. It don't faze them at all. Because he wouldn't have stood a chance anyways. Right? And then additionally, we're not out here giving up our peace for nothing. Nothing, baby, nothing. Okay? So he says, no one is perfect. Okay, sure. You're not even trying. Sure. Somebody said, paying bills doesn't cure STDs. Paying bills doesn't stop a fatal attraction. What the F? Exactly. You out here cheating, and now you're, I don't even know what to call her, side piece or whatever you want to call her, wants to try to take my life because she wants you. Child, please. Take me out of it. This don't got to be a three-way situation. Just, better yet, I'm going to take myself out of it. Just let me know. Somebody said, this is the world we live in now. Pure, unadulterated ignorance. And you will never have peace in life unless God is in your life. What did the person say? Somebody said, most of y'all miss the whole point because of being in your feelings. You guys are adult children. I'm telling you, the men want to normalize it so bad. Normalize it so bad. When there are mass amount of women that want this, just find the one that wants it. Why are you trying to change the rest of our minds? The rest of us don't want that. Why don't you go find your kind? It didn't miss me. I heard what he said. I caught everything that he said. I disagree with it, is what I'm saying. And if that's the only options, I will stay optionless. Because guess what? Me was never an option. Me, I'm the only choice. I'm going to choose me every single time. You were an option to get on, to be around me, to be in this greatness. But you have to be great too. I didn't miss what I heard the dumbass he said. I heard it. We are just telling you, sir. You can keep it. There's pick-me's and desperados out here. You get one of them. All right? You cool. Somebody said a lot of feminine thinking haven't even grabbed off the concept of who they are and the difference yet. Silly children. Somebody said just protect your peace. Otherwise, suffer in silence. Either you protect your peace or suffer in silence. My peace matters more than any relationship. My peace matters more than any friendship. Any ship. Any yacht. Carnival cruise. It don't matter. My peace matters more. And I'm going to peace out at anyone that is disturbing my peace. It's ludicrous to me. Don't disturb my peace. All right? Somebody said it's like one man's cheating becomes the entire COD war zone, COD war zone. For every man, whole time they have in NBA rosters and backup plans with insurance. Somebody says almost like contraception doesn't exist. Everybody out here cheating, not getting everything raw. Not hitting everything raw. Somebody said all these dudes trying to justify are ducks in a row. Exactly why I'm saying celibate until I find who God has for me. Celibacy is not a bad thing. If it ain't for you, just take care of yourself. Be mindful that you use contraceptive and you use protection. And men, vasectomies are reversible. Go get a vasectomy to make sure you don't get somebody that you don't want to get pregnant. Somebody said, I swear y'all act like because someone cheat, they're going to have STD. It's always been a practice to wrap your ish up. The cheating speaks of your character to me. You have no integrity. You're a liar. Big grown man and you can't live in your truth. I don't want to be with you. Live in your truth, whatever that is. I am not able to be satisfied by one woman. I'm going to get bored. Be honest. But you can't live in your truth. So you're out here being disrespectful, disgusting, disloyal, deceitful, deceptive for no reason. When you could have lived in your truth. There's mass amount of women out here that are open to you having extracurricular activities. Find one. It's the fact that you're out here trying to trick those of us who said, nigga, please. Nigga, no. That's the problem. Oh, man. Somebody responded to that guy and said it is because they blame man for giving them something when they could have told him to wrap up. Accountability. Instead, they were so in their feelings, they fell for, I don't have a rubber and I might not get this chance again, or I want it just as bad as him. Listen, both of y'all shut up. Because both of y'all, just shut up. The reason why we are talking about STDs is because we, the women that love our peace, is not cheating. yo no good son of a lying butt is you are not going to put us at risk of catching an STD because we are in a relationship, and because you're lying because you can't live in your truth as a grown man. You're a hyena, not a lion. You're outside doing extracurricular activities. We are at home going raw with you because we are solid in a relationship. But you are putting us at risk of catching an STD because there's so much of you that have side babies. And how did you end up having a side baby? Because you're not wearing protection. Some of y'all be in full-blown relationships with a second and third person. And those of us who love our peace is saying, we don't want none of this. And we're not accepting cheating. We're not accepting multiple women. You don't have to be with me. Find somebody else. Get somebody else to do it. We don't want to do it. Better yet, we're not going to do it. It's not we don't want to. We're not going to. We're not signing up for it. Our name is not on the roster. We're not on the list. We're not mustering. We're not coming. We're not there. We're in peaceful land, and we're going to stay there. I want to keep going down this comment thread. So let me see what somebody has said. Somebody said, like he said, you're going to have to deal with something. But for her, this is the best she going to get. She didn't say she got burned, so obviously he wearing protection. So chill, soft cookie. First and foremost, that's his sister that was talking to her brother, and he was giving terrible advice. I'm just saying. Somebody said, a man who cheats can also put your health in jeopardy. It's not worth it. Sometimes you got to love yourself enough to be alone until you meet someone that is for you. I already know those clowns are going to be in this comment section saying something too. Somebody said, that is right. Somebody said that part. Thank you. Somebody said, so funny. I've never seen this type of comment up under a video of a woman who says she's just dating, sleeping around with multiple men, or she got her lip back. Because that's not us. That's not us. We are not going to be in that comment section because that's not us. That's not for us. That's not our type of content. Don't believe in cheat backs because I don't believe in cheat at all. And I'm heavy on the ghost. Heavy on the bye. But you ain't going to see bye. The fact that I'm not here is how you going to know I said bye. That's not us. So we wouldn't be on that type of content. This content here where he's saying that every man cheats is where we would be because we do not believe every man cheats. But separate from we don't believe every man cheats, this is the type of content that would pop up for us. Where she's saying that she's dealing with something. Somebody said, well, that goes to show you've never seen me comment. Doesn't matter the gender. In such an over-sexualized society we live in, everyone should take precaution. No special exceptions for women or men. I agree. I know a lot of women that cheat, and I know a lot of men that cheat. It don't got nothing to do with gender. It got everything to do with a person's character, a person's mindset, and what a person is choosing to do. And like I said, everybody needs to learn to live in their truth. Somebody say your comment goes to show that you don't know genders are not the same regardless how much they push, which is people going to understand that there are double standards for a reason. And that double standard is because the genders are not the same. When you know who you are and what you are, it is absolutely a difference. If you knew who you are, you would live in your truth. If you knew who you are, you would need to cheat on your partner because you would have not been with that partner who does not accept cheating. You would have been with somebody that is okay with your behavior. You don't know who you are. You're a deceitful son of a bitch is who you are. Because you could have went and dated a woman that is okay with it. Instead, you want to date somebody that is not with it. Somebody said, I'm not reading all that BS about genders when that's not even the topic of conversation. You responded and said, oh, so you read it. You commented on gender, so that is the topic. The help part is understanding who you are and what you are. Then you can know and understand what a man is better. You seem lost, and I'm giving clarity and understanding. Unknown caller said, exactly. I was just about to say, all that's cool. He take care of responsibility, but if he bring back an STD, now what? Nah, paying a bill is not going to let me allow you to cheat. You only get one time. I'm not saying you can't cheat. You're a big grown man. You get one time, because when I find out, that was your one time. And I'm gonna advise you, don't take okay, that I'm gonna give you, because I'm not arguing with you. I'm not going back and forth with you, and I'm definitely not about to let you affect my emotions. Bitch, bye. So I'm gonna hit you with okay. I promise you, when you go to work or something, I'm out. With a quickness. You probably think I'm joking. Okay. But I'm going to tell you that before. And the fact that you would do it means that there's nothing to discuss. I already told you it's a zero tolerance for me. But you did it anyways. Mind you, the only rage I would feel is the fact that you're playing me. You're trying to see if I'm pussy. You're trying to see if I'm a punk. Is what you're really trying to do. That would kind of piss me off, because if I told you I'm with none of that and you do it, you did it, is because you're trying to test my boundaries. Okay. You ain't gonna get too much out of me, because I'm not gonna give you the energy that you're seeking, because you're obviously seeking some of my energy. You want my energy. You want me to be mad. You want me to rage. That's the only reason why you would do something that I explicitly told you not to do. I'm gonna take it as you wanted to break up, but you're not a man enough to just say to me you don't want to be in this relationship anymore. So you did something that you're sure I'm gonna leave you for, so I can leave you. Somebody said twice a day and all your problems go away. Okay. Somebody said condoms, that's all you have to use. You don't have to worry about cheating. How much of you do fellatio utilize condoms? None of you. None. Why she out here tongue on your golf balls? What do you mean? You over here licking from the front to the back to my neck, my back. You nasty ass little. You know what I mean? Sir, move. I shouldn't have to justify and try to minimize and try to go through the bag to say, okay, well, he did this, but he didn't do that. I said no. What part of no? This is gonna make me feel like you are rapist. Because I said no. It's not for me. I don't want to date a cheater. I don't cheat. I'm not into cheating. I'm not gonna do cheat backs. So don't date me if you know cheating is how you deal with everything. If you know that you're a cheater. But then you dated me and still do it, like, okay, I don't even like that. I'm talking about it and I feel a disgust in my chest. Like I'm disgusted right now as I'm talking about it. The level of turn off that's going to happen is crazy. Any emotion that I had for you is going to automatically change, because 3 things is going to flash in my mind. I don't know you. You're a liar. If I explicitly told you that I have zero tolerance to cheating, but you know you could have cheated and you went and cheated anyways, I don't know you. You can take my life in the middle of the night. I don't know you. 2, spiritually, you're disrespecting me. Taking all that energy from somebody else over here. 3, like I said, you play me like a punk. If I told you that's a hard boundary and you still do it, that means you're trying to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you, but it just won't be loud. It ain't going to be a big bang. Listen, I ain't about to be tussling with y'all. Somebody said the part where you all missed, and I quote, is he bringing it home. That could be an STD or even stress. She said no, so that means she's not affected at the home. A man's wanker says, some women are not worth the man that they are with. So yes, they should leave. He can have the woman he deserves and she can downgrade to her equal. Somebody says true, but life isn't forever. Sometimes you got to pick your poison. Life isn't fair sometimes. These are some of y'all's father, brother, cousin, uncle. And these might be people that are single and out here dating. You need to know their socials so you can see the comments that they're leaving everywhere. You need to take your time to date. That's what vetting is. First, second, third, fourth date, you don't know that person. It don't matter if you had the dates 1 week apart. You still don't know the person. 1 month, you don't know somebody. 2 months, you still don't know somebody. The representative is showing up. I know people say you put your best foot forward when you're dating. I believe you step how you've been stepping. Because if you were stepping right, you wouldn't need to change your steps. I'm going to repeat that because it might have went over your head. Most people, when they're dating, says they believe in putting their best foot forward. And I'm saying I don't need to change the way I'm stepping, I don't have to worry about which foot I'm putting forward. because I should already be at a place where I stay ready so that I don't have to get ready and I can really show you who I am. Just introduce you to me. I am just myself. That's it. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. While you're out here trying to be a representative for yourself, a spokesman for yourself, telling lies. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, you do not know the person that you're dating. It don't matter if you spend every single day with them. You do not know the person that you are dating. And most times you guys are dating people that believe in cheating. If you guys have an argument, if you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, if you guys have a disagreement, all of a sudden they feel alienated emotionally because they haven't worked on themselves and did the shadow work to be able to comfort themselves. So now they have to find somebody else to talk to, somebody else to comfort them because they can't comfort themselves. Me and you have a disagreement, that don't mean nothing. That don't got nothing to do with me. We had a disagreement, so we don't agree on something. That don't mean I'm going to look for somebody else to cheat with. That don't mean automatically I'm start texting exes and... But there are people that do that. You need to know who you are dating. You need to understand their behavior. The past matters, their present matters because it shows based on their behavior what their future is and how they'll behave with you in the future. 7 years with somebody for most of y'all, because obviously y'all get bored easily. 7 years with somebody, it's not brand new. You know this person. Probably have a kid with this person. You need to understand this person's perspective, this person's beliefs, this person day to day, and then use that to understand if you want to do all of this with somebody 7 years from now. Does it seem like the type of person that's going to keep putting in effort 7 years from now, 17 years from now? Are you dating a person that you're the only person putting in effort? And can you keep doing that for 7 years, 17 years? Somebody says, so he says that, you have to pick your poison. Something's going to be wrong. And I'm going to tell you, that's a lie. There are people out here that worked on themselves and are healed. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. But you don't have to date somebody that cheats, that put their hands, feet, knees, and teeth on you, that don't have no job, that can't pay no bills, that's not a provider, not a protector. None of those are negotiables. The negotiables to me is he don't put the toilet seat back down. I don't care. I look before I sit anyways. Who cares? The not perfect for me is maybe he don't dress how everybody, but that's probably why I like him too. He's not into all that extra shit. But I'm not putting on the chopping block, cheating, not being able to pay the bills, putting hands, feet, knees, and teeth, or any of that. That's non-negotiables. Those are hard line boundaries. Again, you can leave the toilet seat up. You can not spread the bed. Okay, those are negotiables. Right? But not the other stuff that I mentioned. Those are hard boundaries. Somebody said, no, you do not have to pick any poison. That is settling. You do not have to settle. Love yourself enough to not accept anything that's not aligned with your highest good. I love her, and I can tell she's a spiritual baby. KB Zo79, you're a spiritual baby. I can tell. I can read this and tell. I'm going to say it again. She at Kenneth, who said that you got to pick a poison because no one is perfect, and said, no, you do not have to pick any poison. That is settling. You do not accept anything that's not aligned with your highest good. Good things come to those who are patient, but the choice is yours. And by the way, some poisons such as House in Virginia, which is H, which is a I, which is a V, you're not coming back from. So again, it is not worth it. I know he responded, I can just tell. He said, that's not entirely true. In a perfect world, yes, but no. So she added him again and said, well, do you? That's the best part about this life. We all have the free will to make whatever decisions we wish. Somebody responded to the person that is saying, make a line, don't settle, align with what is for your highest good, and said, you settle with many things in this life, wherefore you agree or not, whether you agree or not. Life is an exchange. No matter how you put it, what feed yourself must come out. Environment, music, TV, people. All of it is an exchange. Feminine thinking will have you thinking otherwise. Yet, the facts are the facts. Terrible at grammar. You need some feminine thinking. I'm just saying, you need to balance your masculine and your feminine. You definitely need some feminine thinking. The facts are the facts. Even if you don't believe in the gospel, energy is energy. What is charged must be released, thereby. And she said, return to sender. I told you. It's a little spiritual baby here. Miss KB is a spiritual baby. Shout out to you, darling. Send it right back to sender. Tenfold the energy that it came with. Bind him with that. Crazy. Keep it. Don't want it. Are you dumb? Nah, boy. Somebody said, kudos. So he responded and said, kudos, my sister. You did nothing but show how low you process life. First and foremost, you need to go balance your male, your masculine, and your feminine. You need to go learn self-discipline. You need to learn authenticity. I got a list tongue. Saying the word always trip me up, all right? Authenticity. There we go. You need to go learn that, because you could come to the agreement that you want multiple women, and then you can walk in that truth. That's it. We're not saying that you can't have 10. That's not what I'm saying to you. I'm saying be upfront and honest. But you don't want to be honest. You want to get in a relationship with a person that is faithful. You don't want to go date you a chick that's going to cheat back. Y'all don't want that. Ooh, y'all don't want that. But you know, shorty ain't going to play with you. So you're going to come date one of us. Well, not me. One of them would be in a group of women that are not cheat. You know, they're not cheat. They don't accept cheating, and they don't cheat. Only to cheat. When you could have been with somebody that is okay with cheating. Yes. Cool. He said, kudos, my sister. You did nothing but show how low you process life. It's him. He processed life. He can't process life. She responded and said, I'm not your sister. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Bye. But I knew he was going to respond again. He said, are you over the age of adolescence? If so, I think you should decompress from the world and find yourself. Funny thing is, KB probably did find herself. Sean responded to KB and said, that's not true at all. The clock is ticking for everyone, and you have a finite amount of time. Nothing in life is guaranteed, and perfect doesn't exist. So it doesn't matter how patient you are and how long you wait. It's best you learn to accept less than perfect. These men want to train y'all so bad. Go ahead. There's pick-me's and desperados out here. I'm sure y'all are up to being trained. God bless you, though. God bless you. KB responded to him and said, I never mentioned perfect, but what I said is facts. Y'all love to twist my words to fit whatever you feel you want to do. But the truth is, it's still not worth it. The definition of perfect is unique to each individual, but hey, live how you want to live. But as for me, I choose not to settle for what I don't want or someone who I know is putting my health at risk. Simple. You don't have to be over here tussling with us. Technically, we're not tussling with you. The only part that we are debating is all men cheat. All men don't cheat. And everybody don't have to put up with it. And we are choosing not to put up with it. We found peace, and peace have found us. And we are at super peace. And we're saying, okay, you want to cheat. Fine, big fella. But find you somebody that's okay with that. We aren't. You can't tell me to settle. You can't tell me to make a choice to be with a cheat. You can't tell me nothing. And you say time is running out. TikTok, bitch. I'm cool. TikTok. I'm cool. Cool. What y'all not gonna do is rush me to have a partner and some kids. Because y'all gonna be the same one talking about me being a statistic when I'm out here by myself raising these babies. Tyrone ain't gonna catch me like that. Tyrell ain't catching me like that. Not like that. You're not gonna catch me. I'm cool. I'm cool. And I'm sure KB over here is cool. And I'm sure there's many women that's cool too. We cool. We're at peace. We're cool. Leave us alone. All men don't cheat. If we're delusional, let us be in delusion. That's okay. He responded again. This man needs a job. So any man or woman that ends up with you will have to settle based on how you are. KB, I promise. You'll be all right, baby girl. You surely have a lot of attitude. Definitely a contentious woman. Everything y'all can call attitude. From a woman doesn't agree with you, it's contentious. It's nagging. It's... I can tell any woman that dates him has been put... He take you through there. Girl. Oh. You're settling. I didn't twist your words. You have a twisted definition of the actual words you're using. You settle for everything in life. Parents, car, apartment, job, etc. There's always pros and cons. You don't have to settle, man. You don't have to settle. KB said return to sender again. Yeah. Send that right back. Send it right back to him, baby girl. Return to sender. Tenfold the energy was sent with. You keep settling. And we'll keep finding peace and being happy. You know what I mean? Somebody said, let that man cheat in peace. I am dead. I'm not dead. I'm alive. I'm alive, and it's not it. Back to health said, and I'll just take care of myself. But with all y'all got going on, I think taking care of myself is way safer. Somebody said, stay single and don't complain about anything. She wasn't complaining. She's just saying, if this is what is there, well, take care of yourself. Somebody said, as you should. Somebody said, a lot can't, though. So many depend on men, vice versa. That's true. That is true. Grown little boys turn into big boys that have lack sexual discipline and blame other people for it. And then refuse to be authentic and live in their truth. Somebody said, wait till she realizes humans need companionship. I hear you. Wait till you realize she got friends. I'm not even talking friends with benefit. She have friends. She'll be all right. I promise you. She's going to meet up with her girls Thursday night. She's going to have a drink. But she's going to be in her house at peace. No one to argue with. No one to not take out the trash. No one to keep the toilet seat up. And not a worry about a STD or STI. I got zero worries. And on top of that, I have zero stress. I don't stress myself out. But you would. So we wait till Mr. Not Cheat pull up. Until then, leave us alone. Somebody says, but wait till she realizes humans need companionship. Somebody said, but not SEX though. We can live without the SEX. Facts. Somebody says, life literally ceased to exist without SEX. I know what you're trying to say, but no. Cap. The word celibate exists for a reason. Cap. Not everybody is not sexually disciplined like some of y'all. Yeah. Your hormones lead you. Some of us, our hormones don't even kick in until we start liking you. We don't walk around and just find everybody cute. You understand? Like, everybody ain't cute to us. I see you. Okay, cool. And you start talking and I'm disgusted. So I seen you and it was cool. You started talking and I'm disgusted. And then there's the other side of you start talking. I'm like, oh, okay. He seems to got some sense. And then we keep, oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's nice. Okay. Get to know you better until I realize there's some differences is not compatible. And I'm going to tell you, we're not compatible. And then I'm good again. And then I see somebody, oh, okay. Sex don't run the world, my guy. You're just not sexually disciplined. Somebody said he's only being honest. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Be authentic. If that's how you feel when you meet a woman and you're dating her, put that out there. Especially if she asks. Somebody said basically if the video is real, then the woman asking the question is hurting herself by going through the phone. Otherwise, she'll be in la la land enjoying her man. Don't hurt yourself, people. Why can't you be honest, son of a bitch? That's all you have to do is be honest. But I'm not going through no phone. Like I said, I'm going to play Casper. Good luck with that. The economy doesn't care about your feelings. You know, the crazy part is y'all be the biggest set of hobosexuals. Y'all be trying to find somebody so you can get somewhere to sleep. Sir, bye. She's in her apartment. Bills are paid. She cool. Is you cool? She cool. I don't know the lady. That's not me, by the way. I don't know the lady. I'm just defending her because... Bye. Because I agree with her. Talking about this economy don't care about your feelings. It sounds like you broke. You worry about the economy. We ain't. Somebody says, damn, you might as well invest in Duracell. Battery is going to be your best friend. You don't need to do all of that. Not everybody has to engage. Some people is cool. Somebody said, good luck carrying the boat. Listen to what he's saying. Half of y'all can't carry the damn boat. Half of y'all looking for somebody because you need the other 50. Your broke ass cannot do 100. You out here struggling. You can't wait to meet a chick so you can 50-50 her to death. Somebody says, you just saying that because you are already alone. Knock it off. Because she said that part. Somebody said he basically told her to pick her poison. Ladies, love yourself enough to say, nah, I'm good. Exactly. Shout out to Patricia McKinney. Exactly. But you see, there's always going to be somebody that's unhealed and really need somebody to be around. Really need a man and operate off feelings and emotions and hormones. Right? So they see this guy, she likes him, and that's all that matters. His character doesn't matter, his principles, morals, values, his behavior, none of that matters. The fact that he's going to be a terrible father, the fact that he's already a terrible father, he got 5 kids, 5 baby mamas, like, none of that matters. She just like him. And because I like him, that's it. Because he pays the bills, that's it. The rest does not come into play. But there are people that care about character. There are people that if you don't have integrity, they don't want to date you. There are people, if your morals, your principles, your values don't align with theirs, they don't want to be with you. There's just different people out here. Somebody said health risks are dangerous. This is why the STI rates are so high. Yes. Because everybody just refuse to be responsible. Somebody said rates are high because anyone and everyone can get in it. Selective choosing, paperwork, and courting. That's too much work. Let's just have fun from where I'm at. ATM is why. This man is everywhere leaving a comment. Somebody say I'm a dude and I can't agree with that. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, that man would not go for that. Like I said, every man don't cheat. There's going to be men that are not into cheating. Yes, he might leave the toilet seat up. But that's not even a boundary for me. I don't care if the toilet seat is up. I could give 2 fucks. I look before I sit, so I'm going to put the toilet seat down. He don't make the bed. Okay, I can make the bed. I'm sure there's something I don't do that he does. My car might be messy, and he don't do messy cars, so now he got to go clean my car because he not with it, which is fine by me. You know what I mean? Like, okay, court, sure. Every time I got to go somewhere, my closet turns into a cyclone just passed through, a place that tornado just took. And he might not like that. Okay, but that's not a hard boundary. I'm going to fix it when I come back. But I'm last minute. But cheating is a boundary. Disrespect is a boundary. Putting hands, feet, knees, and teeth is a boundary. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference. Somebody said period. Somebody said if the shoe was on the other foot and a man was being taken care of, not needing for anything, no one hitting his phone or DM, it would be chalked because he wouldn't go looking for anything in his woman's phone. However, if a man knows, yeah, he wouldn't be with it at all. Everybody is different. Like I said, there's men that are willing to date women that cheat as long as it's not in his face. As long as his homeboys don't know. Because he believes all women cheat. Because he's dated married women. He's dated women that he knows been in relationships. He's dated women that dated his friends. Like you have people that live that type of life where their integrity is at, is up in the air. And then they think everybody else don't have integrity. They think everybody else's character is flawed, which is just not the case. And I shouldn't have to look in your phone. You should just not be doing it because we already discussed that it's a no. You're a big grown man that should be leading, and the only place you're leading us to is the trash can. Because you're a liar. Y'all will beat your kids saying that they should stop lying, but y'all get older and just keep lying. Make that make sense. So your mom ain't whooped y'all enough, huh? Make it make sense. Somebody says it's not the same. Women and men require different ish from their partners. A side woman wishes she was taken care of and had a top spot, while the side dude wouldn't want to be in the husband's position because he has to provide more than just sex, which is way more extra work. He getting free cooch and just sending her back to her main dude. Different dynamic. Somebody say it is the same. Cheating is cheating. And he responded to that and said, I just explained it to you. Cheating is not the same for men and women. It hurts, but it is not the same. Two very different dynamics. A lot of people is agreeing. Somebody said, Lord help us. Lord help us. Or you can just help yourself. Yeah, pray, but you can help yourself. Faith without works is dead. Help yourself. Stop dating these dusties. Stop dating men with this mindset. Ask him about all his last relationships. And then once he started talking about, yeah, I had to, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't being fulfilled. She wasn't taking care of me. She started, and use that as a red flag. Use that as a red flag. Especially when he's trying to make his cheating justified. That's why he cheated, because she wasn't paying him no attention, Those are all red flags. Listen how people talk about their ex. Somebody responded to the Lord help us and said, exactly. Somebody said, who is us? Stop taking everything so personal. She responded to that fool and said, us is humanity as a whole, including myself. But it seems like you took my comment personal, so you ain't no different than me if that's the case. It's all love though, bro. And here goes this fellow that seems to stay on the internet, which lets me know that not only is he lonely, he has a cat. Well, since you used Lord, oh, Jesus Christ. He's a thesaurus dictionary. I can tell you single. I can tell you single. You don't have cheating problems because you don't have a woman. Somebody said the Bible doesn't state us men and women are the same. Even when it comes to divorce, judgment comes. God gives man and woman two different directives based on who they are, what they is. Negro, you don't need to be worrying about man and woman. You need to be worrying about school. You should be worried about school. School, my friend. God doesn't on equal basis because we are not the same. Love you as Christ loved the church. Submit unto me as unto the Lord. Same way he gives woman to submit is the same as he gives man to his work or job. Yet to his house it is different. In the video, if context matters, the man is providing for his home. Contrary to how you feel, she will be judged by her submission and he will be by his provision. It's this culture and society that's been fed. If he doing everything he's supposed to be doing, regardless of that one thing, God will get on him, but he's doing what he was made for. Sometimes I hear y'all talk, and I'm saying, huh? We're going to have a conversation during the dating phase. And as a big grown man, I'm going to ask you if you believe in cheating. You're going to say no. You're a liar. You're a big grown man that cannot live in him truth. You're a big grown man that has to lie. Be deceptive. I don't want you raising my kids. You're going to raise your children to be liars because you're a liar. You're sneaky. It's in your genes. It's in your DNA. My children don't need that type of nothing in them. We don't want them to have a genes. Keep it. You're deceptive. You're dishonest. You're disgusting. You're disloyal. You're disrespectful. You don't have to do none of that. Go find you a woman that's into it, but you can't. You can't. You don't qualify for it. So you want to play with somebody. Your broke ass trying to play with somebody. Talking about you provide. Sir, move. You're not providing the simple thing that she wants. Emotional security. You can't provide it because you're outside dishing it out. Sexual security. Sexual safety. You can't provide that either. Move around. Somebody says singlehood looks better every single day. Love thyself. Yes, uncapped Capricorn. I definitely agree with you, girl. I agree with you, darling. Hear this clown, Tariq, talking about, I wouldn't be foolish enough to cheat on you, though. Ladies, please do not be so gullible to let a man tell you, I cheated on all my exes, but I wouldn't cheat on you because you pretty. I wouldn't cheat on you because you educated. I wouldn't cheat on you because I like your complexion. I like your hair. You got good hair. I like your, whatever he likes, your toes. Like he likes something. Do not be that gullible, naive, and stupid to think that he cheated on everybody else, but he won't cheat on you. I'm about to finish up these comments. Somebody said, pay no mind to that advice. It will only pull you away from peace. You cannot allow toxic influence. Listen, I want to clap for this. You cannot allow toxic influences or unclean spirits into your home. If someone cannot treat you with honor, you need to respect yourself enough to let them go. Stay grounded in God through daily study, worship, and prayer. A person who doesn't love and fear God won't ever be able to love you the way you hope and dream of. Let go and let God and stop listening to the devil. Nah, this type of itch is how people sell their souls. Yes. People gotta understand, just because people aren't perfect don't mean you should settle for someone that's willing to say F you just to F. Because that's cheating. Could lead to anything. And that's what Terrence said. Somebody responded to Terrence and said he asked her what she's willing to deal with. If she don't like the cheating, then she can leave. But she might find someone worse, or she might find someone better. There's a high probability she finds someone. Ladies, this is another one. They like to break you down. They like to break you down. Try to tell you that because you got some stretch mark in your stomach, nobody gonna want you. They try to tell you because you got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, nobody ain't gonna want you. They try to tell you that because you whatever got going on, he wanted you, which means that somebody else will want you too, girl. Do you love you? Well, if you love you, somebody else will love you too, girl. Do not let these people break you down emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and have you down here, sticking by him while he's sticking his itch everywhere else, treating you like an option. You are getting no reassurance in a relationship. Don't you do it. Don't you dare. He asked her what she's willing to deal with. If she don't like the cheating, then she can leave, but she might find someone worse. And a lot of women have left and found better. Most women, that was not they weren't the problem. They left and found better. I can't tell you the amount of men I know in real life who miss an ex, who right after him got married. Living good. Shorty living good. Don't let them get you thinking that you can't find better than him. The same way you found him, you can find somebody else. And the same way he found you, somebody else will find you too. But the devil seems to pull up right before your blessings come. So once you meet him, don't worry. God gonna send somebody. Somebody said he said that's a point he was trying to make. Everybody has something you won't like. What are you willing to deal with? Like I said, the toilet seat being up. Shit. Anything else, you gotta get out. Of course, again, if you don't spread the bed, I don't care. Somebody said, I think being alone is better than staying with a man who cheats. It's crazy that y'all would even insinuate staying because there's worse men. But there's better men also, exactly. Cheating brings health risks, safety issues, and outside kids, but it's okay because there are worse men out there. Get the fuck out of here, right? Somebody said, except a lot of women don't want the man with integrity. Lots of women will call I'm a lame goofy or say he's a nice guy, but you guys are always trying to date the girls that don't want to date y'all. That's just the problem. Same like the chicks that be complaining. Y'all be going for people that don't want you and then complain because they don't want you. I'm not out here complaining. I'm not complaining. Except a lot of women don't want the men with integrity. Who says that? There are a lot of women out here looking for men with integrity. It's just a lot of y'all don't got it. A lot of y'all don't got it. A lot of women will call I'm a lame goofy. Okay, the fact that you're even using the word goofy tells me enough about you. A lame goofy? Okay. Okay. You're a lame goofy. Okay. The type of woman you want shouldn't be the woman you're going for anyway, so you're the problem. You want the shorty that want the bad guy. Look at you, stupid. I don't want the guy that want the bad girl. I want the guy that wants me. Why don't you guys just be comfortable with yourself until you find a person that wants you? Man, get to know yourselves, man. You might find out that you're missing a very wonderful person, sweetheart. A sweetie pie, a little cutie patootie. Okay? Not everybody's not into guys with integrity. I love me a good integrity guy. It's a turn on. His looks don't turn me on. But having integrity, having some character, having morals, principles, values, and a man that stand on them, oh, child. Don't get me started now. Terrence Willis said, exactly, like how MF can come to me single and be honest about just having fun. And I'll accept that because at least they ain't trying to drain me of my real energy meant for someone worth it. And I'm not hit over the head by anything because the MF was honest. Exactly. Again, there's so many women that are open to situationships, they're open to friends with benefits, or they're open to you cheating in the open. But then there are people like me that says, bitch, no. It's a no from me. And then if you persuade Then you're RAPIST? Of course, you're not actually an RAPIST. You get it. You're an emotional RAPIST. A mental RAPIST. A spiritual RAPIST. Because you trying to take my energy, you son of a bitch. Somebody said, you're right, but there's people in the world everywhere. Not everybody's going to be like that. Do the right things, then get around the right people, and the right person will come your way, especially when focused on your own growth. Exactly. You want a high-city chick, but you round hood rats. Okay. She's right there. I promise you. Go look at the liquor store. You're going to find her. She under the counter. She counting on coins. You want you a guy with integrity and stuff, but just still you in the peas and he doing bad. Somebody said you missed the point. He asked her what she's willing to deal with. It's her choice to stay with a man who cheats or she can leave. He's asking her to weigh the good versus the bad. Why do I have to weigh? Why do I have to pop out my scale and weigh? I already said no. I don't want to cheat a man's. I don't want a man's that cheat, broski. What else? Why do I need to weigh anything? I already weighed it. I told you no. No to the cheating. No to the hands, feet, knees, and teeth. No to the disrespect. I don't even think you would even think you stand a chance without a job. Sir, bye. And you can't just have a regular job neither. Pause. Let me explain. If you haven't found your passion yet, we ain't gonna date. Because you're not settled into yourself. You're not happy like you really want to be. You still got a job. You don't have a career. If you're not doing your hobbies, you're not happy, my guy. You're not. We can argue in the comment section, so argue with me. He's asking her to weigh the good versus the bad. If you want to leave, then leave. If you rather be alone, then fine. If you must have someone in your life, just know they will have something you don't like about them. Take your pick, and it doesn't have to be something as drastic as hands, feet, knees, and teeth being placed on you, him not having a job, him not paying no bills, him cheating. It doesn't have to be that drastic. Again, he keeps forgetting to take the trash out, and he keeps the toilet seat up. I'm not complaining about that. I just knocked the door and said, I'm going to start putting the trash on your back when you fall asleep, knowing that I'm not going to do it. Hee, ha, and move on. But the cheating and stuff, no. Somebody said, and just like there are those type of women, you drop them just like you would drop a cheater, men and women. Everyone should keep their standards high. Here goes this fool again. He says, you take the independent stance. You like the idea that everyone is perfect. Once you understand who you are, beside what society tells you who you are, and then understand what a man is, everything will be smooth sailing. This culture and society does so much to change a man to what he is not, and having to battle to the end of time trying to fix everything. Being alone never fit right with women because they are actually social beings, hence the mother. But our friend Big Man and statistics have shown that older women that are single are doing way better than older men that are not single, that are single. We are okay with just having friends and chilling. Y'all are not. Old and single, y'all don't like it. We were groomed to watch, cook, clean, deal with everything. So when we get older, we still watching, cooking, clean, deal with everything. Y'all was raised to have somebody cook, clean, wash for you. Y'all having a hard time? Go look at the statistics, my boy. Better yet, talk to somebody that works at these home health places, these geriatric places, these nursing homes, and let them tell you. And again, multi-mil pre, just date a woman that wants what you want. And we won't have to go back and forth. Somebody said, would any of you ladies accept a wealthy husband that cheats? We don't accept cheating. Why are you trying to put conditions to it? We don't accept cheating. It doesn't matter if he's wealthy or broke. Broke is a joke, but wealthy or broke doesn't matter. We don't accept cheating. It doesn't change because you put something else on the table. Somebody said, I've asked the same question. A few currently married women in their 40s, they all said they would take him. Yeah. Again, not everybody has integrity. Not everybody has morals. Not everybody has character. Not everybody sees the value of themselves and understand that the value is more than just money. Your value is more than just money. Actually, who give a shit about a net worth? Your value is way past money. But some of y'all reduce yourself to money. Somebody said that's different. Those women have already experienced marriage and possibly being cheated on. They are no longer in it for love because they have been there and done that, so they prefer money if they have to do it over again. You can't compare a 20-year-old newly married to a 40-year-old already married because those are different stages in life. It doesn't matter what stage in life. If I don't accept cheating, I just don't accept cheating, rich or not. Plus, but then again, you're probably talking to women in their 40s that is looking for somebody to take care of them and not somebody to be a companion with. They're in it for the money. So again, you guys want people that treat you bad. You men want women that treat you bad. Somebody say, if you're going to allow him to cheat in peace, please make sure you're on PrEP. If you don't know what PrEP is something that you can take that assists you in not catching the 3-letter ones. Somebody says, PrEP causes kidney problems, by the way. And so at this point, it's a lose-lose situation. Somebody said, that's her brother that is telling her this, exactly. Somebody said, leave him. If a woman did it, he would leave. Somebody said, I'm not dealing with none of it. I'd rather be single than to settle. Somebody says, I am happy that he's not my brother. My brother told me when I got my first boyfriend, if he ever put his hands on me, he's going to DIE with the most serious look and tone. I love my brother too much to let my brother have to defend me in that way. So I told myself, if a man ever put his hands on me, I'm out before my bro could ever find out. Somebody said this only applies if you're dependent on another adult for survival. Yeah. If you are dependent, if you're a housewife, not saying that there's anything wrong with being a housewife. Everybody wants different things. But if you're dependent on them, their money is what keeps you afloat, then of course you're going to put up with things. If you don't want a job, you don't want a career, you don't want any of that, you want to date a rich man so that you can live the trophy life, then yeah, you're open to anything. But for people, again, that stand sturdy on we don't accept cheating, and we're looking for integrity, character, morals, and values, it don't matter to us. Somebody said facts. That's such an underrated comment. Somebody said, I agree. You can pay your own bills, etc. Nothing like peace of mind. I'm telling you that if you ever feel peace, I think a lot of people haven't felt peace before. And I lived a long time and never had peace, child. And I have peace now. I'm telling you. Sweetest thing. You can't put a price on it. So find your peace and you ain't going to want nobody to just disrupt it at all. Retaliation says, as a man, I'd never tell my sister to put up with that ish. Leave him, just like I'd leave a cheating female. Exactly. But again, when you're raised by people like these, and when your partner is raised by people like these, this is why you run into people with this type of mindset. And then the mother puts up with it, so the daughter sees the mother puts up with it, the son sees the mother putting up with it, he grows with the mindset that this is what he should do, the daughter grows with the mindset that this is what happens, she go talk to her daddy, this is a stupid ish he's saying, so now she in a cycle of ABUSC because her mama took it, her granny took it, at this point it's a generational curse. Last comment, it says, if you knowingly allow your person to step outside of your relationship, you cannot be disappointed with him for bringing something home to you that you can't get rid of. You risk a lot just staying. Just staying, you're risking a lot. Make your own bread, and if you can't be a one-woman's man, let him go. He is telling you you aren't what he needs. Somebody said, girl, know your worth. Mental ABUSC is what you're dealing with, which in the long run can be the most dangerous thing to you. He cheats in peace while you fall to pieces. It's not only mental. It's emotional. It is sexual, ABUSC. Because again, you're exposing me to things that I'm not agreeing with. I agree to have intercourse with you. And you're exposing me to other women that you're having intercourse with. It's definitely emotional because you're feeling torn, all types of things. It's definitely mental and it's also spiritual. Definitely spiritual. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. Hop in my comment section and tell me how you feel. Do you agree? Do you disagree? How you feel? If a rich man wanted to cheat, but he's gonna pay for everything, take care of everything. You be on flights, you be on jets, you just be on yachts, you living your best life. You doing it? And do you believe in cheating? For yourself and for others. Bye.